Bargains are a shopper's delight, especially this time of year when we're spending a lot for the holiday gifts. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Ortiz.
Hey, everybody. I'm Russ Bowen. When it comes to deep discounts, we can be tempted by designer or name brands that seem to be quite cheap. Tonight, consumer investigator Steve Sprague is digging deeper for us. And Steve, there are some counterfeit goods out there on the market that can really hurt us in some ways, more than one, too.
That's right, Russ. You know, sometimes people don't realize they're buying something counterfeit, but sometimes they do and figure, what the heck, it's a victimless crime. But it really isn't, because organized crime produces those goods. Excuse me. And when organized crime produces those goods, they then sell them to fund their illegal activities. Brand names like these are big sellers because they carry a certain prestige, which is why they're prone to being counterfeited. Federal agencies say they intercept them at airports and docks, many times hidden in containers to disguise the fact they don't come from legitimate makers. And those fake goods then filter down locally, which are then sold by bad actors.
People who don't care if there's something faulty about it, they're just looking for making some money, maybe even supporting some other nefarious and illegal activities.
The Secretary of State Elaine Marshall's office oversees an anti-counterfeiting task force, which this week arrested a Durham man, charging him with possession of over 1,100 pairs of fake designer footwear. The most counterfeited item on the U.S. Border Patrol list, wearing apparel, which includes jackets, pants, and shirts. That's followed by handbags and wallets, footwear, watches, and jewelry, as well as consumer electronics. Officials say buying counterfeits is not a victimless crime.
A lot of this money goes back to large organized crime.
Organized crime. It does.
Detecting counterfeits takes a practiced eye. Sometimes it's subtle, like this logo of Michael Jordan, which is more distorted compared to the original. Other times it's more obvious, like these misspellings on Yeti mugs, using the words Austin and Made.
If they're being sold at a flea market or outside of somebody's service station, out of a trunk, those kinds of things, those are all red flags.
Those who track fakes say the majority of them originate in Hong Kong or China, but counterfeit production has also been linked to Turkey, Singapore, Thailand, and India. Homeland Security says counterfeit goods can also be a danger to those who buy them because of their inferior quality.
In the long run, when it falls apart or it wears out in 2 or 3 months instead of a lot longer than that, they're not getting the satisfaction out of it.
Many counterfeits can be found on person-to-person resale sites as well as third-party websites. And the feds also estimate that fully half of items found on third-party websites are counterfeits. Working for you, I'm consumer investigator Steve Sprague.
It's scary to hear that so many items are counterfeit.
Well, how many times have you and I been in New York and Manhattan and we see
it's all over the place
blankets
there.
everywhere, all that fake
Yeah.
stuff. Sometimes we might have bought them, but that wasn't smart.
Steve, thank you.